Hi, this is Scott with Learn to Stop Hunger, and today we're going to look at how to achieve your goals with Task Conqueror. Task Conqueror is a Windows application that helps you to manage your task list, and it does so from a goal-oriented fashion. So, if you want to grab a copy of Task Conqueror, go out to your favorite search engine and search for Task Conqueror. And we'll spell that right here. Okay, as you can see, there are several places you can download it from. Ideally, you download it from this taskconqueror.harner.us. That's the official website, so we'll go there and click on Downloads. And you want to go ahead and click on the latest version, which should be the first one listed. Currently, it's 1.0.6. You click on that, it's going to download an installer. And you can just step right through that, as with any typical Windows installer. It's pretty straightforward. Now, let's take a look at what the app looks like once you've downloaded it. Here I've just opened up a copy of Task Conqueror. And as you can see, we have several tabs here. You've got the active task list, and that's kind of where you maintain something like your to-do list, current tasks that you want to work on. We got a tasks tab, and that shows you all of the tasks that are available in the system, whether or not they're active. There's a projects tab, shows a number, one or more projects that can contain tasks. Then we have the goals tab, which will show you one or more goals which can contain projects. Then we've got the Reports tab. These are just some simple reports that you can run on tasks, goals, and projects. And finally, we have the Administrative tab, which can be helpful in clearing out the application of unwanted tasks, projects, and goals. So now, let's start to take a look at how you can use Task Conqueror to meet your goals. What I would recommend is you start out by entering goals, go to the Goals tab and click New, and you can decide on a new goal that you want to achieve. Let's say that our goal is learn to play the piano. Sounds like an admirable goal. Starting out, you probably want the status to be new. You can see there are several statuses here you can use. And then the category, well, if we look at this list, probably none of those would fit. Other would be most appropriate unless you're going to pursue a career as a piano player. Maybe you're the next Billy Joel, who knows. Go ahead and click on Other, and then Save and Close. And as you can see here, we have a new goal, learn to play the piano. Now, the next thing that you want to do is to add one or more projects to your goals. So, let's go in here to the goal editor. Let's click New for a new project, and our first project should be to buy a piano. If you don't have a piano, it might be hard to learn how to play one. We'll say it's in progress. We're currently working on that one. Go ahead and hit Save and Close. And you can see it's listed here. We'll go ahead and hit Close. And then if we look on this tab, we can see we've got a Buy a Piano project. And actually, looks like the current version has a little bit of a bug there because the association between the project and goal are not present. What you want to do to correct that is come in here, edit the goal, click Add, the Add button for projects. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and select, actually drag by a piano down to the bottom, the selected projects area, and click OK. Now you can see it in our list down here. We'll hit close, and if we go to the projects tab, we can see it is associated with that goal. Also, I mean, you can do add multiple projects here. And actually, let me step back a minute. I'll show you a different way to do it. You can do it from the projects tab too. So let's do another new one, new project, and that one is going to be find a piano teacher. It'll be a lot easier to learn if we have somebody else to help us learn. Alright, so I've got that. I want to go ahead and hit save and close. And if I go back into my goal here, learn to play piano, I can say that I want to add a project, and we actually only have one unassigned project right now, find a piano. We'll drag that down to selected projects and click OK. And we've got find a piano teacher there. So both of those projects are assigned to this goal. And then if we come in, the next logical step in the progression is if you come down into your projects, find a piano teacher. And we can set up some new tasks for that make up the project. One could be look in the newspaper. You save and close. And actually, let's bring that back up. I want to make this an active task. Let's hit save and close. And then the next one that we want to do, let's say that we also want to ask a friend. Maybe we know a friend who plays the piano. We can ask them for a referral for a good teacher. We save and close. You can see we got both of those tasks down here. We'll hit close. And then if we go to the task list, you can see we've got both of these tasks listed here. And if we go over to the active task list, these are the tasks we're currently working on, which I had already marked look in the newspaper as an active task. But the other thing I wanted to show you here is if you go to add from active task, you've got a tree view here that lets you dive down into your goals and have kind of a goal-oriented view of building your task list. So I can, when I want to build up my daily task list, I can come in here and look at each of my goals and figure out tasks that are associated with goals. So let's say I want to be able to work on asking a friend too. We'll hit add and then click OK. You can see we've got ask a friend on this list. Now you can also, from this list, you can drag and drop if you want to change the order. Like if there's a particular task that you always want to see on top until you get it done, you can drag that up to the top. And if you go ahead, let's say that I've already asked a friend, this task is done. All I got to do is click the checkbox there. You can see the status has changed to completed. And on this active task view, it also shows a strike through font to let you know that it's done. Another thing worth noting is that you can establish loose tasks and projects. I mean, tasks that are not assigned to projects, and you can establish projects that are not assigned to goals. That's the Task Conqueror is capable of that as well. Although the recommended approach would be, as I showed you, to go ahead and establish the goal and add the other items. Now granted, not all of your tasks are going to be associated with a goal, but it's always good to be mindful of your goals when you're building up your task list. Now, one more thing that I'll show you. If you click on the task list now, you can see the status here of the one we checked is completed. We don't use a strike through on this list, only on active task lists. But if I want to remove that from the system now, I can either hit this delete button when the task is highlighted, or I can come over to this administrative tab. And this allows me to purge tasks. Actually, I can choose if I want it to be applicable to goals, projects, tasks, or any. We'll say any. And then you can choose a status of abandoned or completed. So if you want to do the mass delete, you do need to make sure the items are in an abandoned or completed state. And then once you've done that, go ahead and click the purge button. It's going to ask you if you're sure. Click yes. And it says the objects have been purged. If we come back over here to the active task list, you can see the item that was striked out is no longer on the list. Well, that's pretty much a basic overview of Task Conqueror. Hopefully that's been helpful for you, and hopefully Task Conqueror will be useful to you in achieving all of your goals.